So hello guys, this is TheManBearPigify's once again, back at you with another gameplay commentary. Wait, I said that wrong. Gameplay commentary, I mean a loadout video. Some of you guys may not remember, but I did one of these a while back. It was a loadout video where I covered my recon and everything I used on my recon and why I used that. I got requests from someone that I do this with my assault as well, so why not do it? Now as you can see, here is my assault. I'm gonna show you guys the apparel in a while, but I'm at rank 28 and I have about this much XP to go till rank 29. I'm currently ranking my assault because I think the new weapons will come out soon, and when they come out I want to be able to get them, because the rumor was that the ACWR would be coming out, and that's an assault weapon. So of course I want to rank this for what rank it would be, I'm not sure. But as I said before, this is my recon. Now to my weapons. Now I have each and every single assault rifle. Only some pistols I don't have, and the shotguns I don't have. And I'm not gonna go over all the guns and why I use which attachments. I'm gonna just show you all the general attachments that I use for each gun and the exceptions for these other guns. Now the general attachments that I run with every gun is this. It's the Nemesis stock with the rapid aim red dot, with the Viper Max, and with the precision barrel. Now why I use the Nemesis stock? It's just a really good stock for me because I find that I can control the recoil the best, since it reduces the recoil the most out of all these stocks, and just it makes the gun a lot more controllable for me. But you know, for like the AUG, I would use something like a tactical stock because it reduces the second most recoil with no damage reduction. I tend to switch between these two a lot, but for now I have the Nemesis stock on. Now the red dot is just a really good sight. It's not obstructive, it's just clean, it's just a dot, and it allows me to aim really well. What I like to use on the AUG a lot though is the holographic sight. I am not sure, but I just like the holographic sights a lot better on bullpup weapons, but I was just trying out the red dot, so I use the red dot. Now Viper Max are in my opinion the best well-rounded attachment for your assault, because you know it has no negative effects, only has plus sides. It adds more damage and more bullets, so why not go with that? But you can also go with something like, let me see, Casket Max or CQC ammo or Casket Max. I got the CQC ammo from the daily drill, but I tend to use the Viper Max a lot more than the other attachments. Now precision barrel is in my opinion the best barrel if you combine it with the Viper Max. What you can also go with is like a close-in standoff barrel or the Predator barrel. I used to use the Predator barrel a lot, but I recently bought the precision barrel, so I use that. Now as you can see, these are all my weapons: the M4A1, the F2000, the XM8, the AN94 Abacan, Scar L, and yes, I have the L85. I recently got this because I got to rank 27, so why not get the L85? I just use it from time to time when I get pissed off and just want to have a nice relaxing day, and just, you know, new bash. I would say, you know, everyone needs to do that. Know the attachment: general, precision barrel, Viper Max, Nemesis stock, and rapid aim red dot. Now the exceptions are though, on some weapons I don't use the red dot or the holographic sight. For example, the AEK. I find that weapons such as the AEK work better without any like sight, so I tend to not use any sight on them, because for me it seems like it has more recoil when I use a sight. I know that it's not fully true, but it's just something that, you know, it's in my head, so I tend to not use a sight. This is true for, let me see, the G3A4, the AEK, the AK-47, and the Scar L. Now on the weapons that I use a holo sight are the M16, and the AN94, and the M4. The M4 is basically just like the M16, so that's why I use the holographic. I just like the holographic. It's like it's meant to be on the weapon, so I just, you know, it suits the weapon nicely, so I just use the holographic. It's not wrong to use the red dot or the iron sights, but it's just personal preference. Just like the AN94 Abacan, I feel like I'm more accurate with the holographic sight than any other sight, so I use the holographic. Now on some weapons I use some other attachments. I think, let me quickly check. I think on the AN-94 Abacan I use the tactical stock. Why I use that is because the AN-94 has really low recoil to begin with, and why use the Nemesis stock? Because it already has low recoil, but it has extremely low damage. So I would not want to nerf the damage, so I use the tactical stock. This is all for my weapons. Now my pistols, I use the MP443 and the Rex. The Rex I got with the dev set. I think it's this one. The Crafture set, it comes with the Rex. I think everyone has bought this set. A lot of people have though. The Rex is just a really well-rounded pistol. It is extremely good, but if you are on a budget, and sometimes I like to run with something faster, I use the MP443. Now let's go over my training points. Now my training points is a little bit interesting. I used to use the C4, but now I use no C4, and I've almost everything in here. I do want my smoke and my grenades and my maxed out ammo boxes, so I can, you know, cover those lines of sights and supply my team and myself with ammo. Now let me go from this is, I think, pretty self-explanatory. I will go over each and every one of these. This and this is really important. These two combined will almost allow you to never get killed by a claymore, and since I like to flank people a lot, this is extremely good for me. Now this is, in my opinion, a must, just because the improved threat awareness, and allows me to see the enemies a lot clearer, you know, with the red lines above their heads. That's why a lot of times some people don't really see the enemies, and they're like, how did he see me? Well, that's because I saw your name first and then killed you. Now the request reinforcements, this is, in my opinion, something that every assault should have, just because it's extremely good. It looks like this, if you don't know. This is extremely good because when you are capping a flag by yourself, you can just call it in and get some help, so you don't have to cap the flag all by yourself. Now this is extremely important as well, because you can see when grenades are coming, so you can just go away from them. And I mainly have this because I have this one too, and this one allows me to throw back the grenades. But if I don't see a grenade, how am I gonna throw it back? So this allows me to see the grenade, and this allows me to throw it back. It doesn't happen a lot though, but it is cool if it happens. Now this is extremely important as well. It allows me to see where I'm getting shot from, because sometimes when you're getting shot, you don't know where you're getting shot from. But this allows me to see exactly, like, let's see, this is my screen, and then when I get shot from here, I will see a really big, like, thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but you will see something and you can see exactly where you're shot from, so you can turn in that direction and kill the enemy. Now this is really good as well. I just use it because I had an extra training point, but it allows you to climb ladders faster, and that's really helpful if you want to kill a camper in its back and you don't want to get caught while climbing the ladder. Now these two are also really important. This allows me to strafe while, for example, if I'm hip firing someone, it allows me to strafe side to side really fast while hip firing the enemy. So that works out really well a lot of times. And this is extremely important. This is, I think, the most important skill that you should max out, just because it allows you to run a lot faster, and it allows you to get away from those really quirky situations where you just really need the speed on your side. Now these things. Now Deadman's Trigger, yes, a lot of people hate Deadman's Trigger, and I hate it when I get killed by it as well. But to be honest, it is extremely helpful when you get killed by a cap point, and you can damage the enemies around there, and then you can, for example, kill them easier because they have lower health. Now this I explained earlier. It allows me to throw back grenades, and this is extremely important as well. It allows me to see where all the enemies are. So for example, if they're all capped, I can see where they're spawning, whether they are spawning behind enemy lines or not. So that's extremely nice. And this just allows me to have 110 HP, which helps out when something like an SV98 hits you. It won't necessarily kill you, it will leave you with around like 8 HP or something, but it is extremely useful when you use this. Now my clothes. This is a bit interesting one. I use this US Universal Digital Belt, the Urban Militia Combat Dress, the Land Ops Goggle, and the Red Santa Hat. Now the red Santa hat I got from, you know, when there was Christmas, you could get the red Santa hat for I think 800 funds. But I got it because it's pretty unique and nobody else has it on the battlefield, and it's quite funny to have it. Some people argue that it's easier to get hit by snipers, but I don't really care, it looks cool. And these ones just really work together, you can see it works really nice, so I tend to use this. Now, hope you guys enjoyed this quick video of my loadout for my assault. Leave in the comments which soldier I should do next, and I'm out.
Quality.